This is a short video demonstration about ProgrammExpress, a web-based portfolio program and project reporting, or some may call it a light PPM solution, where our aim is to automate project reporting and replace labour-intensive and manual processes with a quick-to-implement, simple and intuitive and cost-effective solution. So what I'm going to do is show you ProgrammExpress, a cloud-based solution. So there's no system implementation. I'm going to show you one of our demo systems, but each client has their own URL. So yours would be nottinghillhousing.programmexpress.co.uk, and we immediately apply the brand identity and colour palettes and schemes and logos for Notting Hill Housing, as you will see from our login screen. So if I log in as administrator, ProgrammExpress, you can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. By logging on as an administrator means that you can see all the projects and modules, and it will take us into what we call our home screen. So as an administrator view, or somebody who has access to all projects and modules, you'll see again we're using the borders using your color schemes, but from the home page you can see and do most things. And I'm opening up the portfolio of programs and projects that is purely a demonstration structure, and each client has their own portfolio structure. You can have as many levels and sub-levels as you require. So this is just for demonstration purposes. But from here, you can see the health of all the projects by their red, amber, green status, broken down by the modules shown here as icons, but better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks, and logs. I'll show you a couple of these modules as part of this demo. Or from here, you can run reports that you have configured yourself within your own user license, or shared reports that have been set up by the central projects team, the PMO, the program office, which are available to run and recommended. Now, ProgrammExpress is very much about simple data input across a lot of projects, powerful program and portfolio reporting output. So I'm going to very quickly show you the experience for the data inputter, or the user, or the project manager. So when they log on to ProgrammExpress, we will have set up filtered views for them, such that they will only see and be able to do what is required of them, assuming that's what you require of them. So we've logged onto the same home screen, but a different view. Now this user will have 3 projects that they need to update, and you can toggle between what you have write access to, read access to, or both. In this case, we'll show the write access projects, and the project manager is only expected to update 4 modules: commentary, plan, costs, and risks, because that's what we as the administrator have set this specific user up for. Declutters the screen and allows them to just apply the data changes required. So for example, project manager, project 1A, they will click on the square for commentary. They will update the commentary in terms of overall status, achieved last period, focus for next period, and these are only configurable threads, so you can configure those threads to whatever you want them to be, and there are plenty more configurable threads within here. So they'll make the update, they'll see what they said last time, make the update in these boxes, and when they've done that, they'll then move through to the next module, planning, and there we will see the plan for this project, and they will amend the dates, add tasks, etc. And once they've made those changes, they'll move through to the cost screen, add cost items, change the forecast against the budget, and when they've made the changes to that, they'll move through to the risk register, and they will be able to see what is currently there, and again maybe add rows or make changes to the mitigating status actions required within those risks, or change the RAG status. So very simple for the project manager. Once they've made their data changes, then they will have their reports that they've set up, or they'll be able to see the shared reports. But in this case, probably they're running one project and they'll want to see what their data change looks like using one example of a project report. Now this is a plan on a page that drops nicely into PowerPoint, so we're automating the process of developing PowerPoint slides, showing the project, the RAG status, the key milestones, some financial information, and the commentary threads that we've configured for this specific report. Now remember, you could run that at program or portfolio level and run for every single project. This is just the project manager's view and what they're interested in. So very simple experience for the project manager. And then if we log back on as the administrator, back into the same home screen that we were in before, but now the administrator can be comfortable that all the projects are fully up to date, and there are lots of reports that can show you an audit trail of the updates that have been made. Now the administrator is either going to want to on screen start to view some of the project data, and they'll probably be drawn to the reds, and if they were, they could filter out the greens and filter out the ambers and see where the problems are within the portfolio. So we could use an example of project 1C. We can click on the red square which relates to cost, and we can drill down into the screen and we can see what's the problem is here. And we'll see here that the forecast spend is now 800,000 against a budget or planned of 600, out of tolerance and therefore a red status. So obviously we can do this with every project and every module where we're drawn to look at drilling down into the screen. More likely, the administrator is going to want to run program or portfolio reports, and this is the strength of ProgrammExpress, is that I've shown you a project report, but we could run program or portfolio reports. And if I show you an example from the shared reports, we could run what we call a RAG status summary, and this will look like an Excel report, but it's auto consolidation of everybody's project updates. And you'll see here that it's like the Excel summary that somebody has pulled together that's now automated, it's real time. And these are the columns that we've configured, a bit of planning information, a bit of RAG information, and some commentary information. We'd probably call this our weekly flash report. Or what we could do is go back to home and we could run another example, a Gantt chart report. So this will, because we're running at the portfolio level, this will produce the Gantt chart of every single program project sitting beneath us. So here you'll see a Gantt view, and we use the red, amber, green theme for the taskbars, and you'll see that red means that it's missed today's date, and amber means it's forecasting to be later than was originally expected but hasn't missed today's date. So we have a very quick view on the health of the key tasks or key milestones. Or maybe using the same data, we'll have a look at a milestone summary, a slightly higher level view, more of a timeline report, which will show you all the projects, the key phases, the health of the key phases, and the expected delivery dates in a timeline view. Or one more, let's have a look at resource usage. Now, resource usage, the resources are aligned to the plan within ProgrammExpress, but will produce an Excel style report, but it's not running independently, it's totally aligned with the plan. So if the plans change, all the resourcing will change as well. Very simple in terms of showing your resources, what projects they're working on, the number of days in a period, aggregated up within that period, the total number of days they're allocated within projects, showing where they're over allocated or where there is certain problem areas within the portfolio specifically for resources. Just one example of a resource report. Or if you're benefit tracking, let's have a look at the benefits report. Again, I'm just demonstrating the consolidated and aggregated view of information, and here we've got all the projects sitting within a program showing the high level forecast and planned and forecast benefit, and annualizing in this example for 3 years. All reports using the logo, as you can see. So this is a very simple and intuitive tool, very powerful in terms of project control and tracking. I've just shown you a few examples. You'll see there are many modules, including document storage, including more reporting, and a lot more, including settings, administrator configuration, options to make it look like your own. So if, assuming that short video triggers maybe a requirement that you may have and you'd like to get in touch, you can see all our contact details here and the potential call to action while we've developed the short demo with the own brand identity, but potentially to arrange a webinar of fuller functionality, more preferable a face-to-face meeting, and potentially and hopefully plan a pilot implementation. But for now, thank you very much for watching.